The tranquil waters, warm sun, and beautiful sights that beaches offer make for some of the best holidays. And while all of them are beautiful, here are some of the beaches that offer some of the most unique experiences in the world. Number 12. Maho Beach. One of the most preferred beaches in the world, this Caribbean paradise is a beautiful beach in itself. But it is not all that different from the other wonderful beaches of the Caribbean. What makes the Maho Beach extremely special is that there is an airport right next to the beach. And it has kind of a short runway, so the planes have to basically fly really low over the beach to make a perfect landing. The site is what makes the Maho Beach really special, and people from all over the world flock here to enjoy the view of planes along with the sun and sand. So much so that the eateries and the pubs around the beach generally have flight schedules so that people know when to expect a plane. Sadly though, jumbo jets do not make an appearance here now because they do not fly to this island anymore. Number 11. Boulders Beach. Imagine a place where you can go for really refreshing dips in the ocean and then go for a walk to check out penguins going about their business. That is exactly what the Boulders Beach in South Africa offers. It is a natural habitat of the penguins where you can see them in full glory, and what is truly amazing is that the swimming area for the penguins and human are kept separate naturally. There is a natural rock formation here that divides the beach into a number of coves. The best place to view the penguins is the Foxy Beach, which is completely cut off for humans, so the penguins are also at ease and display their antics freely. Here comes number 10. But first, if you are here, be sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell to find out about new videos. Number 10. Glass Beach. Nature has its own wonderful way of working, and one of the examples of that is the Glass Beach in California. An earthquake destroyed a lot of the city, and the rubble was then dumped into the ocean hoping that it would be taken away into the waters. That did not work, however, and it just became a dumping ground till it became illegal in the mid-1960s. Eventually, the current did take most of the trash away, and the government also removed a large portion of the rubble. But what was wonderful was that the glass left on the beach was smoothed away into pieces of sea glass, which mixed with tiny pebbles and then became the sand for this amazing beach. Oh, and if you ever decide to visit this beach and pick up some decorations for your home, it is actually illegal to do that. Also, the waters are pretty rough, so don't go swimming around here. Just imagine swimming with lots of glass. Number 9. Hot Water Beach. New Zealand is a land that is truly blessed by nature. There are some amazing sights here, including some truly wonderful beaches. But it is not the sights that draw people to the hot water beach in New Zealand. The fact is that there is an underground river which runs through this beach as it meets the Pacific, and 2 hours before and after the low tide, you can actually experience the hot water as it bubbles through the sand. So when you do visit the beach, you will see a number of people digging holes. They're not doing that to build sandcastles though, as these holes serve as a sort of hot spring pool where they can enjoy a nice afternoon. And they don't even have to clear the mess they make because the high tides come in and wash away these pools, leaving a pristine beach behind for a next lot of beachgoers. Number 8. Marietta Beach. Perhaps one of the most stunning beaches in the world, the Marietta Beach is actually not that easy to spot, nor is it something you would expect there. Known as Playa del Amor, or the Hidden Beach, it is located in the Marietta Islands in Mexico. It is actually a wide, sandy cavern into which the blue waters of the Pacific flows. It is believed that this wonderful came about as a result of test bombings. Marietta Islands are actually uninhabited, so they were a good location for tests. And if you do intend to go, make sure you book a few days in advance because the beach cannot be accessed without a booking, and there are plenty of takers. Number 7. Beach of Cathedrals. If the name sounds wonderful, wait for the actual site. Known as the Playa des Catedrales, this beach in Spain is actually a very well-kept secret. It is one of the most beautiful beaches in the world, and if you ever go visit Spain, do make sure you visit this beach. During high tides, the beaches are covered with water, but when the waters recede, it is an absolutely amazing sight, with many pillars in the shape of cathedrals. They were actually actually cliffs which were eroded by the water to give them a very special look. A walk in between the cliffs is simply breathtaking, and there are many caves, crevices, and rock formations that are sure to blow you away. So if you are searching for the perfect honeymoon, we do recommend the Beach of Cathedrals. Number 6. Giant's Causeway Beach. If your definition of a beach is sandy ground, and that is what it is to most people, you might be a little disappointed because there is no sand here, only rocks. But you will get over that disappointment quite quickly here because it is a simply stunning view. There are many interlocking hexagonal basalt columns here which look as if they were built by hand as a sort of stairs from the cliff to the sea. Legends say that they were placed there by a giant and hence the name, but science says that it was a result of volcanic around 50 to 60 million years ago. It is believed that the basalt lava rose to the surface and when it is cooled, it cracked into these strange large columns. Whatever the reason, it makes for a really captivating sight, and it's truly one of nature's wonders. Number 5. Papakolea. This beach in Hawaii is so different that at first glance, you might think it is not a beach at all. After all, sand is not supposed to be green, but that is exactly what you get here. It is one of the only 4 green sand beaches in the world and is actually located in a hollowed-out volcanic cone that erupted about 50,000 years ago. There is a natural mineral called olivine here, and it is the eroded olivine which can be found as gemstones in the sand and give it a green tinge. But the waters here have a very strong current, so venture out for a swim only if you are a very strong swimmer. Number 4. Shell Beach. When you hear of a beach which is located in a place called Shark Bay in Australia, your first instinct would be to avoid it. After all, nobody wants to get too close to sharks without proper precautions. Maybe even with them. But the Shell Beach is actually something you should go see even if you don't go near the water. The reason for that is that the beach is full of shells from clams and is one of the only 2 beaches in the world entirely made from shells. The water is very saline here, because of which the predators of the cockle species of clams are not there. So they have an abundant population here and are the reason for the large number of shells. Number 3. Vic Beach. When it comes to sheer stunning beauty, the Vic Beach will give just about any beach in the world a run for its money. It is simply an awe-inspiring sight, with the white choppy waters rushing over the black sand beach. And what is amazing is that it's not just the black sand that makes this beach so amazing, but the beauty of the beach is enhanced by the 68-meter high boulders. The beach was formed by volcanic activity with lava flowing into the ocean, which cooled down when it touched the waters. And it is very different from other beaches in the area as well, as there are many shiny black pebbles and stones. And to just add a dash of adventure to the beach, the 2 large basalt formations here are said to be trolls who were caught in the sunlight and turned to stone. Number 2. Koeko Beach. If sun and sand are all you expect in a beach, be ready for a surprise. The Koeko Beach in New Zealand have several large and spherical boulders which are found in clusters as well as individually. Local legends say that these boulders are basically remains of eel baskets, calabashes, and kumara which were washed ashore from a sailing canoe. Some of them even resemble dragon eggs if you want to stretch your imagination and weave in a tale of fantasy. The boulders are basically made of mud, fine silt, and clay, which is cemented by calcite. Whatever the reason for their existence, all we know is that they make for an interesting beach visit and for some really cool photos as well. Number 1. Henderson Island. You would think a remote, uninhabited island would be one of the best places to spend a romantic afternoon with your loved ones. And that would be true for Henderson Island, if you don't mind the trash. This 14 square mile island is about 3,000 miles away from the nearest population center, but it is still one of the most polluted beaches in the world. The reason is that the trash that we dump in the ocean finds its way here, and because it is uninhabited, there's no one to clean it. Henderson Island is home to the only raised coral atoll in the world. The reason for trash, nearly 38,000 pounds of plastic getting disposed here, is that it is the right path of one of the biggest currents in the Pacific. Let us hope that we learn from this and stop polluting our oceans. So next time you plan on getting a tan sitting out on a beach, maybe give one of these a try. After all, if nothing else, they do promise some amazing views. And if you have already been to any of these beaches, do let us know what your experience was in the comment section below. And do remember to subscribe to our channel for the latest updates on all of our videos.